Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Evidence, and in today's video I am going to show you how to create a colorful heat map using Seaborn. So with that said, let's go ahead and begin. First, we are going to create our IPython file. So I'm just gonna call it heatmap.pyplot. That's how you create a Python notebook or a Jupyter notebook in VS Code or anywhere, as a matter of fact. So first of all, I'm gonna get the libraries that I need by importing them. So these are the libraries that I need. I'll go ahead and run this, and actually I'm going to use a Anaconda environment that I called MLOps, because I know this environment has all the requirements that I need. So I'll go ahead and run this. And second, I will go ahead and work with the data. So here I have a file called dataprep.py, and it's basically just reading the CSV file that I'm gonna be using for this tutorial. And in heatmap.pyplot, I am importing this dataprep.py right here. So now I am going to just read the file. So I'm just gonna do df. I'm gonna call it dataprep. I'm gonna do df is equal to data. I'm basically saying that my df, which is my data frame, is equal to this data that I imported from dataprep.py. And from here, I'm just gonna do df.head to get a preview of the data and make sure everything works as expected. And here is my data, a preview of the data. So now to create a heat map, we are going to use Seaborn. Here I did import Seaborn as SNS, and you have to make sure you have Seaborn library installed in your computer or your environment. So to use Seaborn to create the heat map, first I'm going to do plt.figure. So plt is matplotlib. I don't know what's happened, so let's go here. And here I'm gonna do fixed size is equal to, in parentheses I'll put 20. 20 is the width and 10 is the height. So up here I did import matplotlib as plt. So when I say plt, I'm referencing matplotlib here. And I'm just using matplotlib to set the figure size. And actually I'll go ahead and remove this, and I'll show you what the figure looks like without setting the figure size. So to create the heat map, I just do sns.heatmap, and SNS stands for Seaborn. So if you go up here, I did import Seaborn as SNS. So I do sns.heatmap, and in parentheses I put the data that I want. So I want df.correlation. Right, and df is referencing this data. And here I'm gonna put annotate is equal to false. I'm gonna do cmap is equal to, cmap is just telling it the color that you want your stuff to be. And I'm gonna put the line width is equal to 2. So with all of that, I'll go ahead and run this. And this is what it looks like, and without matplotlib to manipulate it. And this right here shows up. So if you add a semicolon at the end, I don't know, hold on. There we go. If you add a semicolon at the end, it removes this right here. So I think that's pretty cool. So this is what it looks like normally. If you use matplotlib, you can make it look a lot better. You can use matplotlib to affect the size of the heat map. And you can play around with this to kind of see what it looks like if you remove things. So if I remove the line width and run this, ooh, that doesn't look good, does it now? So that's why the line width is there. So you can kind of remove things and kind of see what effect does it have on my graph, on my map. See, the color looks a lot different and it doesn't look very pretty. That's what happens when you remove the C map. And here, if we remove annotate equal to false, I have a typo. That's what it looks like. And let's go ahead and put it back here. And now we are back to this. So you can play around with this and kind of see what works for you. As some of you know, I absolutely love documentation. So this is the documentation for Seaborn Heatmap. And here you can see all the parameters that you can put in to control how the map looks. And this is line width that I showed you, and I showed you annotate, and I showed you Cmap. So I just showed you a few parameters, but come here, look at this documentation and play with it. And I'm gonna add this documentation in the comment section below. That's pretty much it for this video. If you want to get this notebook, you just have to go online at machinelearningeducation.com. So this is my site, machinelearningeducation.com/free. If you go here, you sign up, and once you sign up, you will get access to my free data science resources. And in my free data science resources, you have this notebook, but you also have other notebooks. So any notebooks that I've used in my tutorial in this channel, you can find it here in free data science resources. This is just an example of some of the things that is available to you when you sign up here in machinelearningeducation.com/free. So that's where you get this notebook if you want this notebook. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.